Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is just a very quick video just to show you what I have been working on, and this is called Sad Fairy. It's by Alena Lazareva. It's a heaven and earth design and it's a regular. And I was talking in my video about how I was thinking about trying to get this to 70% done. I think at the time that I was saying that I was at something like 65%. And I was saying that I didn't think that I'd have any way whatsoever the time nor the inclination to work on her sort of monogamously to be able to reach the 70%. But today, and today is the day before Christmas Eve, I have managed to get to 69%. So that's really, really more than I was expecting. And I feel like I'm actually going to do it. So I think that I'm going to be able to get 70% before the end of the year. Probably not before Christmas Day, because things are starting to heat up a bit now. But I'm thinking I've got a whole week in between, you know, New Year, Christmas and New Year. I'll probably be able to get her finished, well, up to 70%, not finished. And that will be a great incentive for me, because I felt like I had been neglecting her somewhat for most of the year. So it's nice to bring her out again. And I can show you more or less where I've been working on the most. I've been working here, all around her sleeve. And you can't see quite a lot of this area that I've been working on, but I've done quite a lot of the wing. Finished a lot of these petals here and quite a little bit on the right side, which is covered up, obviously, with my Larry stand. So I'm really pleased with what I've been able to get done. And I have been working 10 stitches. So it's gone really quickly, really, really quickly. I've been averaging about 500 to 800 a day to be able to get to that. So excuse my terrible grid lines. The pen always seems to bleed a little bit whenever you do the grid lines. They just look terrible. But I mean, it's better to have a guide than no guide at all. And this is on 25 count. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And the other thing I did was I did a little project board of all my projects that I'll be taking in 2026. This is literally everything. If there's anything that isn't here, it's not going to be worked on in 2026. It might be UFO'd, or just, you know, sometimes I put things away and they just sort of go to sleep until maybe one day in the future I might decide to work on them or restart them or whatever. But this is a reliable source of projects. So everything that you see here is what I would more or less call active whips, even if I'm not working on them all the time. I can't work on all of these all of the time, obviously. So I'm going to try and figure out some sort of see, the thing is, I would like to get Sad Fairy finished next year, but that would mean that I'd probably have to give up time for anything, for a lot of other things. So to pick one focus piece, I really would want to be picking this one because I've worked on it so hard, but it isn't even up to 60% yet. So I don't know between this one and this one. If I have two focus pieces, that's going to make it difficult for me to work on any others. So what I've done is I've gone into my apps and I took out that little spinny wheel, the one that I never use, and I put all my kits into it. And I spun the wheel and I picked out a kit. Well, I let it choose a kit, and the one that it spun was this one, which is called Westminster. And this one is a Thomas Kincade piece. And it is a kit, so I've got a paper pattern for that. So this is the one that I'm going to be working on next year, kit-wise. Well, at least for January. I don't know beyond that if I'll change my mind. Of course, I'm going to be working on this one because it's the start of the stitch along. So that's two that I have on board for January at least. So then I put a few newer ones in, like Fairy Whisper, which was a restart. This one was fairly new. This one is fairly new. The rest are not. This one's fairly new, but this is a Halloween stitch. And so I put in a few of the others and I spun the wheel again and out came Vatican City. So we've got one kit, one Sal, one newish chart, and then I got to pick a focus piece. And obviously the focus piece is either going to be this one or this one. So it might be that I might work on this one for a month and then switch to this one for the next month. I don't know how I'm going to plan that yet, but I'll try and have a think about it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to touch any of the other widths for the whole year. That's probably not likely. I think when February comes, or maybe sooner, I might rethink the whole thing again, and might want to jiggle everything around and start a new type of plan or something else. But I think that's a good sort of, I don't know, at least I've got something there to sort of guide me if I don't know what to do. So I'm all ready for the stitch along. I've got a lot of my colours kitted up here in this box. A lot of them I already had skeins from other projects and things, other charts and things which I never finished or which I have finished. And the rest of my flosses are here. So I don't all kit everything up all at once. I just put some of them, well, I've got the majority of them here, and then I'll just, as I go along, I'll continue kitting them up. So that's really everything. That's all I wanted to pop on to say. It's a lot easier for me to do a very impromptu quick video than it is to find the time to do a longer video. So that's my progress so far, and I will probably come back and let you know when I hit the 70%. So thanks very much for watching, and I think I'll end this video saying thank you so much for all of your support throughout the year. It's been wonderful to share my journey with you. And also I'll just do just a fading out of the video with a few of my finished pieces that I've done over the past couple of years. So with that, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day. Take care, enjoy yourselves, and don't drink too much, don't eat too much, she says. So take care of yourself, folks, and I'll see you soon. Bye.